over from New Zealand to the University of Pittsburgh. Warriors saw him at Oklahoma City as well as Memphis. Şengün couldn't catch that. Post with the steal. Draymond sending Moody into the front court. And Moody, little mid-range. Okay. Don't go against Adams. Just shoot it over his head.
Well, part of his 25 points in Game 5 was his float game, his in-between game. Get to that mid-range. All that stuff you've been doing, all that work you've been doing. There's a backstream.
Aaron Holiday, a little floater. And rebound Draymond Green.
It's some momentum here now. This could be your run.
Attack the Rockets before they get back defensively, particularly the double bigs. Draymond had the right idea. Just in
that restricted circle. Let me stop short. Trust my mid-range.
So Moody and Quentin Post, 5 each off the bench. And Bleed's got Quentin Post on a switch. Shot clock at 7. And Bleed getting down the lane, setting up a man Thompson. Moody met him up top. Steven Adams is there to clean it up again.
They forced the help up, especially in high school. We used to do this drill where the coach would just throw it off the glass and it would just hit all glass and it would just be a free-for-all. Guys fighting, just trying to find bodies. That's what you got to do tonight. Gang rebound, man.
And Thompson trying to stay with Steph. Curry missing that 3. Speaking of offensive rebounds, come on, Moody. His first playing time.
Well, get some of your own.
Oh, no. Warriors throw it away. And then Thompson, GP2 commits the foul. And Thompson takes a very
Game 5.
This is the Rockets' biggest lead. The points off turnovers are becoming an issue. And you're fueling Houston, and they're even with 4 made threes.
See how intentional Steph was about wrapping that one around.
Butler down the lane, and Jimmy will get to the line. And the Warriors slow down the Rockets on this end, and if they get them to miss, can they get a rebound? And Thompson probing the baseline. Looney did a good job there. Easton right to the rim.
See, that's why you got to make sure you're able to stay home and then close out under control. It was an awkward closeout because Steph had to turn around, and Tari Easton just attacked that awkward closeout.
They're doubling Steph every time to get the ball out of his hands. So Butler trying to go to work. Looking for cutters, and now back out to GP2. Shot clock at 5. Moody down the lane. Moody looks to hammer it down. And back rim that dunk.
He tried him, though. That's how you attack.
Jalen Green out of the corner, and Looney sending Butler on his way. Moody 3. Moses has 8. He's been driving, he's been hitting threes, he's playing the right way, and he's been instrumental off the bench.
They need Moses Moody to stay active.
With the edge the Rockets have had, it's pretty good news the Warriors are down only 4.
In his landing area, to me, it looked like he kind of kicked his leg out.
So Kavan came in, good rebounding. Warriors down 5. 2 men jumping at Jimmy Butler. Draymond on the baseline. Moody's there again. Moses with shot fake on Jalen Green. Step back 3. Made it a much tougher shot.
See, that's one where on that kick out with your GP2, you drive that big, and that's what you need to keep the movement going.
Tari Easton had hit 1 3, and Bottoms another one. I mean, the Rockets were 21st in the league in three-point shooting. First 3 games, couldn't throw it in the paint. Last 3 games, they're railing threes. Step down the lane, the lane up and out. Think of the missed layups, and Jalen Green and Draymond. You can't play any better defense, but the Warriors throw it away. Dylan Brooks gets it done.
They're just not using their ball fakes. They're just trying to pass it so fast. The Rockets have their length, and they're tracking the ball.
And Steph, he was fouled there. Otherwise, that was going to be another turnover.
Yeah, you have to be so careful. You already have the 8 turnovers. That was the problem last game in the first half. Warriors are trying to go so fast. They're getting a little sped up now. Sometimes you have to take a beat. I always say it. It's like a broken record. Take a beat, use the ball fakes. It's the fundamentals. You get to this level of basketball, and sometimes you just forget about your fundamentals.
The question was, will the Warriors have 3 straight poor shooting nights? And they were able to win game 4, shooting 41%. They're testing it again because they're shooting 40% in the game. Podziemski missing there.
Still searching for that perfect shooting game, the Warriors are.
and another three. Draymond, he got a piece of that.